Never, ever criticize your competitors. It's a golden rule. I was discussing this with one of my employees recently, so I thought I should do a video. First is really bad publicity. You should really focus on your own product, and competition is good. It helps you improve, and I think it's really bad publicity generally if you criticize them in public on Twitter and the like. Second, you never know what they will become. I have lots of former competitors of mine in other businesses who are now very, very close friends of mine. They could also buy your company. I had France Telecom launch a competitor of mine in '99 on a hosting business. And they did exactly the same ad as we had. You know, they were France Telecom. And what happened is instead of criticizing them in public or anything like that, or like, you know, any other bad idea, I took them to lunch and we got to know each other, and actually if they got inspired by us, they then decided to acquire us. So, you know, same. It's a question of also how you behave and how you treat your competition. Competition is good, I think. First, it means that there is a market. It means that it's active, and it's probably kicking your butt to make your product better. So I think we should celebrate competition, celebrate the fact that competition also grows the entire space. And it means that they will reach other users that will then maybe some of them will switch to your product. Also, you could work with competition. I always enjoy meeting my competition and sharing with them. Of course, none of us like share everything, but you share a little bit and both learn from it. You could also do a union. In '96, when the internet was at its beginning, we founded the Internet Advertising Bureau chapter in France, and that was with my competition. And the result of us working together was to define the very first banner formats and also do a book where all the actors would be featured, and it resulted into more business for everybody. So I would meet them and really do the opposite as these old-fashioned businesses do, where they try to do feature by feature, they try to explain how good they are, they try sometimes to be very, very negative and even train their employees to be negative and talk negative about them, like we'll kill them and so on. So I think it's all passé, and now we're in a space where I'm not saying, this is war sometimes, but I think you can be competing and friendly at the same time. So 2 examples. One is Scoble again, who not only does he not criticize his competition, but in a blog post that you'll find about hosting, about Rackspace, his company, is actually talking about his competitors, his own competitors. He's advertising his competitors. So he's doing hosting, he's talking about Amazon, and even pointing to the person that people should talk to and starting a conversation about it. Tony Sier of Zappos, well-known, also community brand, what he does is that if you call Zappos and they don't have a product in stock, they will refer you to competition, which is also not usual at all. But what happens is the customer will have more trust if you do that, and likely to come back to you next time. It's kind of extreme, right? Very difficult to do. Considering myself, maybe I should do a post on all my competition. Let me think about that. But I think the minimum is never, ever to criticize them. So I'd love to meet all my competitors. I have met a lot already.